Hello, my friends. Welcome to Mr. Master English today. I'm Adam, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. This podcast is your safe place to learn English slowly, clearly, and confidently. Before we begin, please leave a comment below and introduce yourself. Tell me your name and where you're from. And if you enjoyed today's lesson, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode. Today, we're talking about something really important. We're learning how to never forget English words. By the end of this episode, you will know exactly what to do when you learn a new word so it stays in your brain. So take a deep breath, relax, and let's begin together. Many students tell me the same problem. They say, Adam, I learn new words, but then I forget them. Does this sound like you? If yes, don't worry. Today, that changes. Think about real-life situations. You meet someone, and they use a word you don't know. You learn it, but the next day it's gone. Or you're watching a movie and you hear a great expression, but you forget. This happens all the time. But here's the good news. You can fix this problem. And listen to me carefully. You don't need fancy words. You don't need perfect grammar. You just need the right method. That's what I'm here to teach you today. Let me start with the most important idea. When you learn a new word, don't just read it once. Your brain needs repetition. Repetition is the key to memory. Now you say it. Repetition is the key to memory. Good job. But here's the secret. You need spaced repetition. Spaced repetition means you review the word again and again over time. You see it today. You see it tomorrow. You see it next week. Each time you review it, the word gets stronger in your memory. Now you repeat. Spaced repetition. Perfect. Let me give you an example. Imagine you learn the word grateful. Grateful means you feel thankful. So today, you learn this word. You say it 5 times, but that's just the beginning. Tomorrow you see the word grateful again. Then 3 days later, you review it again. Then 1 week later. Each time, your memory gets stronger. This is how you never forget. Now let's talk about how you actually do this. When you learn a new word, write it down. But don't just write the word by itself. Always write a full sentence. Let me show you. Don't write just grateful. Instead, write, I am grateful for my family. Or write, she feels grateful for her job. Now you try. Think of a sentence with grateful. Say it out loud. Good. Excellent. When you write a sentence, the word has meaning. Your brain can connect it to something real. Here's another important technique. Use all your senses. Don't just read a word with your eyes. Say it out loud with your mouth. If possible, connect it to a picture in your mind. The more senses you use, the better you remember. Let's practice this together. The word is accomplish. Accomplish. Now you say it, accomplish. Great. Accomplish means to complete something successfully. Now close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself accomplishing something. Maybe you finish a project at work. Create that picture in your mind. Now open your eyes and say the word again. Accomplish. Excellent. When you create a mental image, the word becomes real. Now let's talk about making words personal. When you learn a new word, connect it to your own life. Personal connections are the strongest kind of memory. Imagine you learn the word anxious. Anxious means worried or nervous. Think about a time when you felt anxious. Maybe before a job interview, maybe before a test. Remember that feeling. Now connect that memory to the word anxious. Say out loud, I felt anxious before my interview. Now you say it. Use your own example. Good job. When you do this, the word becomes part of your story. Here's another powerful method. Learn words in groups or families. Don't learn random words. Learn words that are related to each other. Let me give you an example. Let's learn words about emotions together. Happy, sad, angry, excited, nervous, proud. Now you repeat each one after me. Happy. Now you say it. Good. Sad. Your turn. Excellent. Angry. Now you try. Perfect. When you learn them together, they support each other in your memory. Now, I want to teach you about active recall. Active recall means you test yourself. You force your brain to remember without looking at the answer. This is one of the most effective learning techniques that exists. When you test yourself, your brain has to search for the information. This searching process makes the memory much stronger. Here's how you practice. Let's say you wrote 10 new words in your notebook today. Tomorrow, don't just read through them again. Instead, cover the definitions. Then try to remember the meaning. If you can't remember, that's okay. Look at the answer, then try again later. Now you say it. Active recall. Good. Here's another technique that works wonderfully. Use the new word immediately. Don't wait. Use it today. Use it in conversation. Use it in writing. The sooner you use a word, the faster it becomes yours. So here's your challenge. When you learn a new word today, use it at least 3 times before you go to sleep. 3 times. Now you repeat. Use new words 3 times today. Perfect. Let me share one more powerful technique. Create stories with new words. Stories are magical for memory. Our brains are designed to remember stories. Let me show you. Imagine you learn these 3 words. Exhausted, relieved, and celebrate. Exhausted means extremely tired. Relieved means you feel better because something stressful is over. Celebrate means to do something special for a happy event. Now, let us create a little story. Maria worked all week. She felt exhausted. Finally, Friday came. She was relieved. Her friends surprised her with a party to celebrate her birthday. Now you can remember all 3 words together. When you create stories, words stick in your memory. Now, let me answer some common questions. First question: how many new words should I learn each day? My answer is simple. Quality is better than quantity. Don't try to learn 50 words in one day. Instead, learn 5 to 10 words really well. Now you say it. Quality is better than quantity. Excellent. Second question: what if I keep forgetting the same word again and again? This happens sometimes, don't worry. When this happens, spend extra time with that word. Create multiple sentences. Use it more than 3 times. And most importantly, don't get frustrated. Say, this word is challenging, but I will learn it with practice. Now let me give you some final tips. First tip: review is more important than learning. Every week, spend time reviewing words you learned before. This is how you build vocabulary that lasts forever. Second tip: don't be afraid to use a word incorrectly. You need to use words to learn them. Yes, you might make mistakes. That's okay. Mistakes are your teachers. Third tip: make vocabulary learning a daily habit. Even 5 or 10 minutes is enough if you do it every single day. Consistency is the secret. Fourth tip: celebrate your progress. Look back at words you learned last month. Do you still remember them? If yes, that's amazing. You should be proud. Recognize your effort. You're doing something difficult. Now, here's your daily challenge. Choose 3 new English words. Write each word in a complete sentence. Say each word out loud 5 times. Then, use all 3 words before you go to sleep tonight. Just 3 words. And if you make a mistake, that's okay. Mistakes are part of learning. All right, my friend. We've reached the end of today's episode. We talked about spaced repetition and reviewing words over time. We learned about writing full sentences, using all your senses, and making words personal. We practiced active recall and discovered the power of stories. But here's what I really want you to remember. You are capable of learning English. You don't need a perfect memory. You just need the right method and consistent practice. I believe in you. I know you can do this. Keep practicing every day, even just for 5 minutes. Progress is more important than perfection. One word at a time. One day at a time. Thank you so much for listening to Mr. Master English today. I'm Adam, and I'm proud of you for showing up today and learning with me. Keep listening, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.